Hello everybody, Blue Line Gaming here, and welcome back to Dalton Valley Farm. Now, this episode, I'm going to finish up cultivating this field, and then it's going to focus entirely on our sheep farm. We're going to rent a tractor for our sheep farm, or lease a tractor, I should say. Go ahead and get the grass work done over there, and get prepared to bring sheep. Hopefully we'll have them in by the end of this video. That does mean we're going to have to do some moving of different items from this farm to the other one. We've got our auto stacker and our windrower over here still. So we're going to have to get those across to our sheep farm because that's going to be their new home. So what we'll probably do is get all that movement done after we get this field finished. We might just run this case on that farm for a little while just to see how it goes. But first things first, we need to get this field finished. Alright guys, so that's the first job done for the day. Got this field cultivated, ready to go for seeding. We still have field 6 that's going to need to be cultivated, but that's going to be for another day. You can see we've got some rain coming in the forecast. So I'm trying to get over there, get the grass cut before it starts raining. We're going to grab the bale stacker on the way over there. We'll go ahead and take it over there. We'll leave the case at that farm for a little while. We're not going to be coming back to this farm anytime soon. So right now our focus is primarily on getting those sheep to the farm. Once we get that knocked out, get our grass cut, we also have our windrower that needs to make its way over there. What I'll probably do is swing by here. I think I have a tractor in mind to lease for the sheep farm. Obviously, we're not going to be able to buy a tractor right now with as much money or as little money as we have. We could sell off a lot of the barley that we have and make some of our money back, which we do need to do. I haven't checked the current price for barley yet. So I don't know if it's worth selling or holding on to for the time being. We do have a decent amount of barley. Let this truck go. Let that truck go. We should be good to go ahead and pull out. so I can pull out without blocking that car too much. It's just hard with this long trailer. There we go. We'll get over to the sheep farm, and then I'll kind of clue you guys in onto what tractor we're going to be using for our sheep farm. So here we are pulling up at the sheep farm. Get our auto stacker put up. We'll hop into the store and look into our options. I think I know which tractor I want to use. Whatever tractor I end up getting is going to have a front 3-point linkage. That's another reason that John Deere had to go in the last episode. It doesn't have the option for a front 3-point. And the mower we're eventually going to get on this farm requires a front 3-point linkage. So like I said, we'll hop into the store. It might be a little overpowered for this farm, but the size isn't that bad. It's either going to be the Class Axion 900 series or the 96930 TerraTrack series. One of the two. I think those are going to be our best options. Although the Xerion 3000 is not a bad option either. Let's just see. It's all going to come down to cost. So this one's going to cost, with no customizations, which there's really no need to customize anything, it's going to cost $13,000 to lease. Xerion's going to cost $16,000. And we're going to have to change it to a front attacher. It's going to cost $17,000 to lease. So that one's out. And TerraTrack's going to cost $18,000 to lease. And I believe, yeah, it does have the front attacher. So either the TerraTrack or the regular Axion is going to be our best option. I think I'm going to go with the regular Axion. Another thing I want to do, I think, is I want to change out our windrower for one that's just a little wider. It's going to make things a little easier. There they are. Don't need one quite this big. I don't really want to lease the windrower either. I want to purchase it. So what I'm thinking is probably this guy here. It's a good option. We'll go ahead and buy it. That leaves us about $24,000. We'll probably end up having to sell some of our barley for our sheep to be able to afford our sheep. But for the time being, I think we'll be okay. So we'll go ahead and get this windrower brought back over to our sheep farm. Turn our beacons on here so people know we're coming and know we don't know how to drive. I will say it's weird going from Dalton Valley to the Welcome to Bucks County map, having to remember which side of the road to drive on back and forth. It's easier going to Bucks County because I'm used to driving on that side of the road. But then coming back, I always have to remind myself to swap sides, which has made for some interesting moments in my little playthrough on my own of this map. There have been times that I forgot and crashed head on into AI traffic coming around a curve, all because I forgot which side of the road to drive on. But that's one of the things about it. It's a video game. At the end of the day, if I crash into a car, is it really the end of the world? No, it just takes away from the realism a little bit. Alright, so now we got our windrower. Let's figure out where to put it. Probably in this little shed over here. Yeah, I think that's going to be its home right there. So we'll put it in here. Good enough. Go ahead and get our mower attached. and get started on our grass work. It's gonna take a few minutes to get the grass going. Like I said, this video is pretty much gonna be cutting grass, windrowing, and baling. In the next video, we'll pick it up and work on field number 6 over on the other farm. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't see us getting everything done, but once we have the grass bales, we can go ahead and get our sheep in. It's not done unfolding. Alright. Yeah, like I said, once we have those grass bales, we can go ahead and purchase our sheep, get them down to the farm. Paid a little bit of upfront cost to have them transported, so that we're not paying for a trailer that we'll use every now and then when we want to add more animals to the farm. So the goal is get this field cut up and rode up at the very least, maybe even baled, maybe. And if we have time, get the bales picked up and go ahead and get sheep to our farm. If not, the first thing we'll do in the next episode is get the sheep to our farm and get the bales picked up so we can feed them. But this is going to take a minute. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade this mower to something wider. This is just a good starting out mower. It's quick, it gets the job done, but we're going to need something bigger in the future. Alright guys, so I'm not trying to have time lapses run forever. I'm bad about making them too long or too short. Hopefully that one was a decent length. I wasn't paying attention to when it started in the recording and how long it went for. That's something I'll have to figure out in editing. But hopefully it wasn't too long. If it's too short, you guys won't hear any of this. I'll just time lapse the whole thing again. But we've got the majority of the field cut. Still got a few little sections here and there that need to be cut. Just this little top section here pretty much. And then we can move on to the windrowing and getting it baled up for our sheep. Like I said, hopefully by the end of this video, we will have sheep on our farm. It's all going to depend on how long it takes to get this grass cut. I might just skip over some of the grass cutting. I don't know yet, because this is going to take, still got a few minutes left to work on this. I want to get this done, get the windrowing done, but I don't want too much of the same thing, if that makes any sense. If I sit here and cut grass every episode for 10 episodes, nobody's going to want to watch it. That's just a fact of life. If you watch the same thing over and over again, you get bored. Now, there are people out there that enjoy watching grass get cut in a simulator, I suppose. There's something out there for everybody. Or somebody out there for everything, I guess, is another way of looking at it. I'm not one of those people. I get tired of watching the same thing happen day in and day out. I get tired of monotony. So my goal is get this grass cut, get it baled up, and then we don't have to worry about it again for a while. We can focus on our arables, maybe some root crops, some potatoes or sugar beets or something. Just something to keep the series interesting. What I'll probably end up doing is selling off the majority of our barley off camera. We're gonna hold on to some of it for our chickens, because it's free chicken food. We don't have to pay for it. We already own it. It was just time and labor to get it. And unfortunately, that harvesting didn't make it into a video of its own due to some technical issues, as I explained in the last video. So we have plenty of barley. We've got 3 or 4 truckloads full of barley from that one field. Probably go ahead and get rid of the dump truck before too long. It's a neat idea. It's just not so much in execution. It's lacking in capacity in a way I didn't think it would be. I guess I didn't pay attention to the maximum capacity of it. But right now the biggest focus is getting this grass field done. The quicker we get this done, the quicker we can move on to getting our sheep in the farm. So I'm going to knock out this last little bit. We'll move on to the windrowing and go from there. Alright guys, so as you can see, got the field finished up, and I did a little bit of prep. What I decided is the best option God, if I can hit the right buttons, that would be awesome. Kind of a two birds, one stone kind of deal. Go ahead and get the field rowed up and baled up at the same time. So what we'll do is we'll make a lap around the headland with the rower and the baler on follow me. Hopefully I'm not missing much on that, if anything at all. Seem to be doing good. I think my capacity is right at 10,000 liters. If not, that'll be fine. We'll just have more bales to move around. The way the math works out, 20 sheep needs one 4,000 liter bale. So every 10 sheep is 2,000 liters. Roughly, so a 10,000 liter bale is enough for 50 sheep. But did my math right? I might have done my math wrong. Math was not my strong suit in school. I'm not going to pretend like it was. Obviously, I don't know how many sheep the sheep pasture on this farm can even hold. Make sure he's still back there doing... Oh, okay, he's a little slower than us, but that's fine. As long as he stays close enough to not lose the trail for follow me, I think we'll be okay. So we'll just keep on going with this wind rowing, let our baler run behind us, and see how long this takes. Alright, so that's everything rowed up. We're just waiting on our baler to catch up. As you can see, kind of lost the trail a little bit and I had to go back and fix it, but it's not the end of the world. But that's going to be everything rowed up and baled up. That might give us enough time to, at the very least, collect the bales. Trying to see, we've been recording for right at 57 minutes or so. Oh, hit the wrong button. There we go. Let me just get this one out of the way for now. I'm going to put the auto stacker on this case tractor here. And we'll go ahead and get these bales collected. I got to get them unloaded off, or the ones that are left unloaded off the baler. Get them collected, and then we can start. No, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get our sheep. And then the start of the next video will be making sure they're set up, ready to go. I'm not worried about selling off any barley right now. We're only going to get a couple of sheep to begin with. Not a literal couple, but just a few, I guess I should say. I'm not going to flood the field with sheep to as many or to capacity, even though I probably have the supply to do that. But let's get our tractors put up first. For the time being, he's going to stay over here on, if I can get it lined up right. There we go. Our case is going to stay right here on the auto stacker for the time being. And we'll hop into our new class tractor. The one thing I don't like about this baler, I've noticed it several times, that last bale, see, I just kind of get stuck there. When you fold the baler, it comes off, but I wish it would run off like the base game baler does. But we're going to get this guy put up, and then we'll go ahead and buy our sheep, and that's where we're going to leave this video. Once we have our sheep on the farm. I want to say we'll probably get 5 to start with. Something small, manageable. Doesn't require a lot of resources off the bat. And then after we get our barley sold, we'll go ahead and move up and purchase more sheep, because 5 sheep is not going to make us a whole lot of money, but it's a starting point. So we can get our white, brown, black and white, or black. Something didn't sound right with that. Let's see how many we can get. Let's go with black and white. Okay, so 10 sheep is $3,800. That includes your transport fee, which is a little bit. Let's see how much it is per sheep. $80 per sheep. That would be 10 sheep. And that'll still leave us enough money to survive. 20 sheep would be twice that. That'd be $7,200. $7,600, I'm sorry. Can't math. Told you I wasn't good at math. Let's go with 20 sheep to start with. That's a good starting point. That'll get us a good amount of money. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And there they are. All of our little sheep running around in the field. Now, in the next episode, I'm going to look into, sell off the barley. Look into purchasing a telehandler to kind of move bales and things around, and we'll use it for our water tanker as well. But as it sits right now, we now have sheep on our farm. Like I said, guys, this is where I'm going to leave this episode. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button. Remember, we're on a new schedule where videos will be coming out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So make sure you get subscribed for that. And I will see you guys in the next video.